When it comes to the slaughter in Gaza, Suella Braverman and Keir Starmer are only interested in their own narrow political interest. The humanitarian crisis, the increasing body bag count, none of it really impinges on them apart from how it impinges on their political ambitions. Let's look at Braverman first. It's no secret what she's up to. The mass murder in Gaza is nothing more than another rung in her climb to be the Tory party leader after the next general election. Is Braverman trying to get sacked? Some Tory insiders think so. Ex-ministers and backbenchers suggest Home Secretary's stream of provocative comments may be part of a future leadership strategy. Suella Braverman has been accused of daring Number 10 to sack her with provocative comments designed to cement her position as the right-wing forerunner to succeed Rishi Sunak as Conservative leader. Her slandering of those marching in support of a ceasefire really needs to be viewed in that context. It's bad enough that she reduced the death of innocents, both Israeli and Palestinians, but her extreme right-wing rhetoric as she panders to core Tory members really does risk civil unrest and major disturbances across cities in the UK. Yes, it turns out that the people coming to save us from the hate march were in fact actually a hate mob. The alleged hate mob, remembering that 300,000 and upwards actually attended that march, passed off peaceably without any major incident and relatively few arrests. Now, let's turn to Starmer and his shameless use of genocide as simply another rung in the ladder in his climb to be the next Prime Minister of the UK. The SNP are planning to introduce an amendment to the King's Speech demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The SNP said it intends to seek a vote on its King's Speech amendment, which calls on the UK government to join with the international community in urgently pressing all parties to agree to an immediate ceasefire. Unsurprisingly, it looks as though Keir Starmer will be whipping his MPs to vote against this amendment. But what else have we come to expect from this spineless stooge of the British establishment? What is surprising, though, is the reason that is given for why Labour MPs should vote against this SNP amendment. Supporting the SNP motion would undermine the Labour Party in Scotland and isn't in line with our policy position. We will therefore not be supporting the SNP motion, whips will tell MPs. But, wait a minute.
And let me be clear, that means a ceasefire right now.
So, supporting Scottish Labour policy is actually undermining Scottish Labour, Orwellian or what. Starmer is clearly worried about losing unionist votes in Scotland if he supports anything to do with the SNP. This, despite the fact that Anna Sarwar has already taken the correct decision morally and ethically, even if it does mean losing some votes. So there you have it. Braverman and Starmer, two peas in a pod. The body bag count in Gaza doesn't matter to either of them. The only thing that matters is the vote count. One only cares about the upcoming Tory leadership contest, the other, his chances of becoming Prime Minister. Despicable, both of them.
Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine!
The actual Glasgow demo in support for ceasefire had a massive turnout and was a solemn, respectful affair with poetry readings and a minute's silence in memory of the dead. Yes, just your standard hate mob affair. The three political parties in Scotland supporting a ceasefire were represented and all spoke passionately for an end to the slaughter. Scottish Greens, Scottish Labour, as opposed to UK Labour of course, and the SNP. In his speech, Jonathan Shafi summed up the feeling of many at the rally and across the UK. Let us hope that what he says comes to pass.
We say Suella Braverman must go, and she must go now. And Rishi Sunak, the weakest Prime Minister that this country has ever had, must follow her too. Sunak must go. But the truth of the matter is, we're not going to stop at Braverman. We're not going to stop at Sunak and the Tories. Keir Starmer must go. Because he gave the green light to the mass carnage and death that's taking place in Gaza. So he must go too. And we're not going to stop there either. David Lammy must go. David Lammy, who cares more about his future job as Foreign Secretary than he does about the innocent civilians being murdered in Gaza, he must go too. And where must these people go? Not just out of office, but into The Hague to be tried for war crimes.
Please support left-wing voices on social media by liking this video and subscribing to the channel.